toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Paul again, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Achuk. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Florida State's offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They'll ride Davis here. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give on the inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Noles are in the hurry-up. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
The give. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. The inside handoff. Into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles have it with a first and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Clemson Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Green. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to Davis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run. Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Noles will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw.
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today at Happy Valley. They're up by 10 over Minnesota. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll ride Davis here. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on! Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on the hat, creating the explosive run.
Might as well give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak trying to power his way ahead for a few. Sneaks into the end zone.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Pulls it in. It's Turner. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He'll do it himself. The ball is out behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Clemson jumps to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of a dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just balling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Toss sweep to the right. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in 1st downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense on an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
The give to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. goes up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. To the ground with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Noles! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Washington State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. And the defense stopped him again on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Tigers. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. You got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Leaves it with the running back. Breaks the tackle. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
First half in the book. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Smashes through the tackle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Finds the tight end. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll leave it with him. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Rushes on him. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop them on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea to get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Brown. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds his tight end. Runs through a tackle. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Kick is in the air. Feels the punt and tries to find an opening. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Glenn. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking left. Intercepted. Just what the defense's doctor ordered.
Well, the offense turns it over. And talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got a man. There he goes. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Clemson set up with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got it on the run. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This should be the last play of the quarter. The running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. On the direct snap, it's Price. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Direct snap. It's Davis. Running into the open space. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the read. He's going to keep it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the move, it's Moulton. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
The give to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Florida State.
The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Molden. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country. Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 7 over Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Got a man. It's Brown. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Bennett. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And that is enough. First down for the offense.
Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Scrambling away. Nice move to keep running. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done. Now, clock clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Power football with the run. Past the first down marker and still running. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans. But how about